Up, guys? I am Philly Gaming, and I am back with a brand new stream. Another stream on this fine Sunday. If you want to, make sure you drop a like. If you also want to, make sure you hit that subscribe button so the subscribe button turns grey. So yeah, so if you if you really want to, feel free to hype up the videos as well. I would greatly appreciate it. But today, as you can see, as you can see, we're on Wwe2k26. So yeah, we're pretty much going to try to run through Faction Wars some more. And we're going to try and unlock some more decks. Hello, Marcus. Yeah, so let's just run through Faction Wars again. And let's see if we can actually unlock more decks. There is a deck that you can unlock that gives you more credits. So let's see how many. Okay, so 5 runs to get stacked. Ramblings. Yes, man. So to get this investor deck, you have to run through so you have to run through 15 faction runs, and then you've got your Fred, you've got your Chaos, good. Then you've got your Bejeweled, you've got your Glass, and then you've got your Queen's deck. So yeah, so you can draw a card from starting lineup. May also include Emerald. Every card gains 2 extra side plate shots. Let's just go over the card stack, because if you fail with the card stack, your run doesn't end. So let's give it to Cruz. Let's just give Cruz Del Toro the armor and Natalia. So yeah, hopefully I don't make a mistake and go the wrong way, but like I did the last time. So yeah, let's just see how we get on here. Yeah, sure. We'll use Cruz Del Toro as we go through Faction Wars here, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't played Faction Wars in ages, so yeah, so I might as well try to earn some credits, because as of Wednesday, so on Wednesday, the new Faction Wars stuff will be out on Wednesday. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Do feel free to say hello. Also hit that like button if you hit the like button if you want to as well. Yeah, these men, I probably will be going through the island soon. So yeah, if you guys want to see the island, obviously stick around. You guys will probably see that soon. But yeah, new games are coming to the channel. The channel is getting a big upgrade for sure as well. As we did somewhat have the Purple Ring of Death. And we got we tied in that Natalia.
You certainly want to have a fair amount of caution heading into a no disqualification match. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. This is a high risk.
Then we put him away. Here's Ring Given. 1, 2.
This is just fighting on pure instinct.
Okay.
Maybe looking for a power bomb here. But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that. Fire home in the corner. It crashes to the mat. Oh, he fends that off.
The Ring of Doom.
These opponents are at an impasse.
But that's not gonna stop Natalia. Ah, there we go. We pick up the win.
Here are your winners. The team of Cruz del Toro.
But yeah, do you guys like 2K26? Personally, I don't mind it. I actually quite enjoy the game for what it is. Sure, let's take this Tiffany Stratton and let's get rid of Morrison or Monsoon. Let's take on the one-on-one match. And let's bring in Tiffany Stratton. I'm up against Cindy Fluff from the Stompers. Okay. And the cage comes down.
The door is locked. The referee has rung the bell and this
A knockoff. A knockoff. Naomi. Okay.
Ouch. She's climbing the cage now. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding?
Cole.
Going up the wall, the steel cage now. Making a move up the cage wall here.
Get hyped, Michael. Cole.
She's finding herself a foothold to climb the cage.
And we wait. Good yesterday, yeah, man. We are not going to.
Tiffany finds the advantage.
Ah,
She could be
sugar.
close to victory if she
Well,
can get in the cage.
I didn't mean to do that, but
She has to
anyway.
keep her cool. Gonna scale the cage wall now. Battling at the top of the cage.
Thank you,
A fall
Cindy.
from there could be devastating.
I know we're gonna do it the right way, you man.
This is insanity. Good God. Holy hell. What a journey from the highest height.
Okay, so she crawled into the corner.
And nothing to show for it. Totally helpless at the moment. Running power slam.
Cindy's gonna jump. Nope. So she didn't jump. Okay.
And just like that, she gets out of dodge. And that might have shook Cindy Fluff to her foundation. Clever offense by Stratton.
Oh, I guess we can't do middle rope jumps.
Trying to
Okay.
wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped. And
Yep.
a series of vicious
Cindy
stomps.
Fluff.
Focusing in on the leg at the moment. Oh, hard stomp to the
Pretty
leg.
sure to knock off Naomi.
Some intimidation tactics from Tiffany Stratton. Cold steel in her grasp now as she
Go up,
scales the
Tiffany.
cage. To the sky. Oh, just a flattening splash. Submission matches are often long and brutal. What kind of mindset do these competitors need to be able to survive? Tiffany Stratton, she's setting her opponent up. She's gonna go down. Oh, corkscrew Stratton bomb.
Will Fluff recover?
Oh, she's looking to walk right out the door. None of this climbing nonsense.
She was able to just walk on out of the cage.
Climbing up the cage now.
It's not always
Tiffany
pink.
Stratton comes up huge with the win.
You can get vanilla, strawberry,
Here is your winner.
blueberry,
Tiffany Stratton.
bubblegum,
Always thrilling steel cage match.
rainbow,
Unpredictable to the very
sparkles.
end, but there's the survivor. And I think Tiffy's
popping candy. no Johns are coming into this team. What? Oh. Don't. Dang. Oh. I think I picked, yep, I think I did it again. I picked a match instead of the heart run. Oh well.
And here we go with tag team rules in effect. Getting this competition underway as we have Tiffany Stratton and Cruz del Toro.
Thanks to Perseverance being given, we got Tiffany Stratton because we got Ricky Sheen. The last piece of the puzzle.
Business where teamwork is essential. You can't be the hero and try to do it all on your own in a tag match. It takes communication, skill, and focus to compete and win as a tag team. She gets out of there. Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
Landed neck first.
I got the purple ring of doom.
They are fading off the WWE.
Yeah, I got them both as well.
Stop right to the hand. Going for the legs, going right after the base. And Bliss cut down to size there.
Yes, Stratton
Of
saw
Alexa
the
Bliss.
opportunity and did not hesitate.
Just a relentless
Stop
assault
it.
from Tiffany.
Man, Alexa's
Chris,
got to get her wits about her, dog.
Get in the corner, Alexa. Feel the world's prettiest moonsault. If we can hit it. Let me do.
Let's recover from that.
There it is. Reversal. Crucial turnaround there because R-Truth was falling behind.
Yeah, he had enough and fought back.
And a drop kick. Picture perfect.
Get out of here, R-Truth.
Return fire from Alexa.
Barbaric clubbing blow. A stomp to the gut turns things around.
High-level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Ooh, discus clothesline. So much momentum. Alexa is covered.
As you can see, the AI does get the purple ring of death. It just doesn't pop up on the screen. But you can see that Alexa Bliss, she couldn't reverse anything. Yeah, there's everybody's question answered that keeps asking in streams. And the AI get the purple, does the AI get non-reversible blocked? Yes, they do get the reversal block. So yeah, they can't reverse. Now you know, just because the purple ring doesn't pop up on the screen like it does for the player. I'm gonna take 100 credits. Seriously, when you want to get to the investor deck, and when you get to the investor deck, every time you get to a heart node, you should come out of a run with like 5,000 credits each run. And yeah, so it seems to be the best deck to use, but as you saw with the other decks, those special decks have requirements, and to get those, you have to come out of matches without so you're not allowed to use rarity above emeralds, you're not allowed to use above gold, or emeralds and sapphires. There's one where you're not allowed to use rubies, and there's also a deck where you're not allowed to use amethyst as well.
And it seems like you have to be.
But yeah, what do you guys think of all the ego checks not being put in place? Like, I know there's a lot of people on Reddit, and they're calling out people with big egos. Hey, what do you guys think of it? Like, I find it a bit egotistical sometimes, like when when people put a title on their name.
And I bet Tiffany's looking to inflict more damage too. He's fighting
Like it
himself in
really,
territory he does not want
yeah,
to
like
be
it.
in. At this point in the match, you have to hope your teammates
Like
are
there
in
is
better
a
shape.
saying in life where you have to stay humble.
And he gets directed into
And
the
yeah,
corner.
like no one's the face of anything unless it's you're designed to be the face of something. And also, man, you're not a king of, like, people aren't kings of anything either, unless unless they've been knighted. Yeah, unless you've been knighted, you cannot be the king of something. Yeah, there's just so many egotistical maniacs in the 2K community who claim that they're the face of a mode and that they're the king of the mode. Like, if anybody who's played the game, who plays this game, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a simple mind would think would simply be to look into the settings, and yeah, that's where you'll find all the stuff that these people are talking about. So yeah, so people might say, oh, but you're just people always try to say that my channel is just based on hate and jealousy. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, no, I'm just a content creator that stays humble in my content. Like, I'll say what I say, and I'll accept that people don't like it. But yeah, I'm sure there are people out there, ladies and gentlemen, who are a little bit sick and tired of these big content creators, like, who have an ego. Like, they build their fan base, and then, like, oh yeah, we're the, if you need advice, like, we'll help you with it. Ladies and gentlemen, for anybody who struggles with this game, the simplest advice that I will give you guys is don't stress about it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, don't stress about, like, just don't stress over it. It's not worth it to stress over it. Because if you rage at this game, then yeah, it just shows that 2K has done it. Yeah, it just shows that 2K has done their job. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a content creator and you're in the 2K community, learn to stay humble. Like, you have a big ego. Can we put the big man down with Chelsea Green? Nope. Alpha broke it up. Big, whatever that was. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, can we hit the Rough Rider? Nope. We're not gonna roll him up.
Part of the action here.
Let's hope they don't get that close.
Oh, and a big knee by Chelsea Green. The beater. And it puts him away.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent. Here are your winners. The team of
Chelsea, Tiffany Stratton, and Cruz del Toro getting the job done. 300 MNP, not too bad. Hector Flores from the Wwe2k26 version. get Stephanie McMahon in there. Don't want anybody. Okay, so yeah. So we keep skipping the heart node. Okay, let's just rock with Stephanie McMahon from the Monday Night Wars DLC. Up against the Ruby Sheamus. Wow. Whew. Okay. We see you, Sheamus.
Stephanie McMahon in the ring tonight.
Stephanie McMahon is many things. Intelligent, powerful, aggressive. It's all of those admirable qualities combined that makes her a legit threat in the ring.
She's also one of our
Sheamus.
bosses,
What you gonna do,
so
son?
benefit for her as well.
And then we got the
Woo!
Sheamus is going to make sure this match is a certified.
I should not have asked what you're gonna do, Sheamus, but anyway, eat this running bulldog.
That's Sheamus, fella.
Yeah, nothing Sheamus loves more than a fight.
Stomp.
Loves hitting hard, loves getting hit
Stomp.
hard. It all fuels him
Stomp.
in the ring.
Knee.
Repeated knees to the hamstring.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Get up, Sheamus.
Boom! Smashed with a forearm.
Here.
He's being taken as Sheamus.
Sheamus really has to show
Where you
some
going,
more
Sheamus?
resistance.
You wanted this fight, son.
Punishing the arm.
Get up.
Now really
Woo.
focusing in on attacking
Woo.
that leg.
Right to the groin.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes.
Or the hamstring.
Hitting the mark hard with the elbow drop.
We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective
Let's
strategies in any
go.
match.
Take
It's
that.
incredibly difficult to walk. Stephanie McMahon is
Oh.
trying to end this match here and now.
Ref.
Kick out
Don't
by Stephanie
count that.
McMahon. The ref hadn't even started
Whew.
counting.
You're lucky, ref.
Slingshot.
This time with that
Okay, Sheamus.
springboard. Oh, taking
If you want to damage yourself, go
And after
Go
that
ahead,
shot,
sir.
What could be next? Kick to the gut.
DDT.
And that's the wrath of a McMahon boiling up to the sky.
Pedigree.
The setup. There it is, pedigree.
Sheamus. It was nice fighting you this day. 1, 2, 3.
And that's all she wrote.
And Stephanie McMahon has successfully survived the Ruby onslaught of Sheamus. And she's proved
Stephanie tonight.
to everybody
Sheamus has to be fuming right now.
why she's a McMahon. $183 credits there. Take the credits, go to the briefcase. Or not the briefcase, the chest. Just yes, Ingemet. Just to show you guys exactly everything that these content creators are trying to tell you guys to do. So, if you want to change your settings, Ingemet, you go into your gameplay, and the thing that they're telling you about, Ingemet, is that you can, so you can rapidly press the button to kick out of the minigame. Whether it works in my faction or not is another story. But if so if you're struggling with matches that require submission, turn on your slider. Yeah, so we're gonna try. Yes, we've got normal. And also another thing, the Ingemen, that the two kid Brian Mackers had said, the Ingemen, you adjust your so you adjust your stamina. Yeah, so you adjust your stamina So yeah, so you're spending less, but you spend less, but you get it back quicker. But we're gonna see if it works in my faction. But yes. So yeah, if you're trying to top people out, ladies and gentlemen, and you can't beat them at the top. Just turn on the slider. Yeah, you'll be able to top out the opponent. But you're probably wondering, how does the slider mechanic work? Well, it's simple, ladies and gentlemen. The slider is simple. If you've played multiple wrestling games in your years of life, then yeah, you guys will know that the slider is the easiest method, and it saves you a lot. Gives you a lot of stress on your fingers. Yeah, so we're gonna try to get Jim the Android Neidhart in a submission. I'm gonna show you guys how this. Yeah, we'll show you guys how the slider works.
Surfboard submission.
Just leading man. All you have to do is chase.
You can tell that's locked in deep. Neidhart trying to make some sort of move here. And yes, submission is broken.
Yeah, the more damage you do, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so the more damage you do, and then you lock, it will become a lot more easy.
Decapitating.
It'll become easier to top them out.
Looks like he's calling for the cage door to be opened. He better be quick about it.
And he's trying to get out.
Drop kick.
But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday.
Something in mind. A submission hold coming.
Yeah, there you go, guys. As you can see, you just need to chase him, and you need to stay inside the blue area.
Yeah, laser focused on completely debilitating their opponent. That's what a hold like this is all about.
But yeah, the more damage you do to your opponent, the simpler it becomes. So yeah, it does shrink, by the way. But the people that are telling you guys to use it, they don't realize that it shrinks. Yeah, they don't realize that it shrinks, so it should be, so it should be smaller now for Jimmy Anvil.
Submission locked in. Are we going to see him tap?
This is a grueling hold to be in. Look at the contortion. Dangerous moment here. A battle on the mat now. And Neidhart escapes. Ouch.
Shifting event, you just want to, you want to hold the area of your opponent. So you just want to hold the area of your opponent.
Taking him to the corner now. Turns it around.
Momentum is incomplete.
And then he'll top them out.
Getting some newly determined focus.
Well placed elbow to break up the maneuver. This is a war of wills at this point.
That's how you're gonna beat Becky Lynch. That's how you're gonna beat Becky Lynch in her submission match. If you can't beat her with tapping, just turn on the submission slider. And yeah, it will save your controller.
The power. Looking real jack, baby.
All the pressure on the spine. I don't know how much more of this they can take.
This is where you see how tough a superstar really is.
And yes,
though.
man, you
Fighting out of a
you don't want to
hole like
rush
this,
it.
Then fighting through a back injury, neither of those are easy tasks.
Will it get countered? Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here. You don't think.
Got the camel clutch locked in.
Wrenching in the submission even tighter. We could see her tap at any moment right now.
Yeah, she needs to figure out a way out of this hold. She needs to find some sort of respite. Pressure is on, but it looks like Stratton is breaking out.
Submission move. Fujiwara bar. Agonizing pain. No end in sight to this submission.
Struggling against the hold, trying to give the odds some relief.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how easy it is. Just keep your red circle
Here is your winner, Tiffany.
in the blue circle. And yeah, you just have to drain the blue from the middle circle. And yeah, then your opponent will tap out. And if you get a green dot, the green dot will make your circle bigger, which is also good. And another thing you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, that if you so another thing you guys need to know, that the nodes this year, they only apply to one person. See, everybody doesn't get the node this year. Only one person will get it. So, think carefully who you want to put it on. Who you want to give signatures to, who you feel had the best signature on your team at that time. See, as you can see, Tiffany Stratton, she's the one with the finisher or the signature.
Tiffany Stratton, Cruz del Toro, and Stephanie McMahon. They've got their hands full across the ring with Kiana James, Akira Tozawa, J.D. McDonough, and Grayson Waller.
And there is a lot of animosity growing between these teams. I expect all four competitors to throw caution to the wind.
Ryan shoulder block.
On a big move there from the tag team. Move right there.
What a roundhouse. Beautiful.
Oh, stomping the arm.
And a carefully measured knee drop. Oof, kick finds it.
But yeah, I hope you guys are well.
Oof, a weakening arm.
If you're new, subscribe. Appreciate it.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
She's trapped here. She's completely trapped. In this
A battle on the mat now, and James escapes.
textbook snap suplex. Del Toro has become relentless. Kiana needs
She still
to
had
figure
plenty
things
of
out.
she still had plenty of life to fight back. So yeah.
Corey, what's the play here?
Oh, I think we all know the answer to that one, Cole. Do whatever it takes to win. You're not going to get called out for a thumb to the eyes or a chair to the back, so have at it. Anything is possible here.
Caught that and reversed it. Russian leg sweep. Not done there.
These will keep you down.
No. Okay.
Into the pin. Can Stratton recover? The count was stopped before it started.
Late in this one, and not even at one.
And there we go. There's so Tiffany Stratton, she's got the instant kick out. So yeah, so she'll kick. You can get pinned 4 times in a match, and yeah, you'll kick out 4 times in that match. But after that,
This might be the end.
yeah, you'll get pinned.
No, 2 count. What a match.
Oh, well, that's not good for the.
Listen to the impact. Oh my God, steel chair.
Where is Cruz del Toro?
Face first into the chair. And an answer from her.
No.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Shoulder right in the midsection. Oh, counters right into the breadbasket. It's again and finds its mark.
But yeah, what is good, everybody? I know. Here's the thing. Like when you try to make content that people want to see, that yeah, people aren't really interested in it, which is hilarious to me.
From the middle rope, breathtaking hurricanrana. Oh damn!
Like I actually got more people watching Action Squadron earlier, and that's pretty much a year and a half. That's a game that's only a year and a half old. But yeah, we're playing a game that's pretty much 4 weeks old at this point. And yeah, people already don't care about my faction content. I need to find these men. They care about it if you're a big egotistical hypocrite. But when you're a small YouTuber just good at playing the game for fun, yeah. Obviously, they'd rather go watch the people that are lying to them, and like they have the egos. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like if people want to go listen to hypocrites and like brainless zombies and like not being able to think for themselves, well. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna sit here over in my faction on my YouTube channel and like be honest with myself and like be honest with my and I'll keep being honest with my content, ladies and gentlemen. Like I'm not gonna shill out. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Like I'm not gonna sit and lie to you guys for views, because that's just not how being a YouTuber works, ladies and gentlemen. Like if you have to sit and lie to your fan base for a couple of clicks, well then you should be ashamed of yourselves. Really. Like be honest with your community. Like I will always be honest with you guys. If a game is bad, I'll let you guys know the game's bad. But yeah, there are a lot of people in my community who are in egotistical hypocrite YouTube channels as well. So yeah, word gets around, man. Like word goes around in the YouTube scene whenever, yeah, when people get called out for their bullshit. But no, then it's like then it's like they play the victim. Yeah, then they sit and then they play the victim in their content. And then, yeah, it's just how YouTube works, ladies and gentlemen. Like you cannot sit with a theme songs that say the face of my faction or the king of my faction. For you to be the face of a mode, you actually have to have been in the scene for longer than a year and a half. Like there's people who have been in the 2K scene way longer, and we don't go around sitting saying that we're the face of my faction or the king of my faction. Like someone literally, like the person that said they're the king of my faction, ladies and gentlemen, once 2K26 got steel, that person physically walked away from his fans. And then 2K26 comes out, ladies and gentlemen, and that exact person who calls himself the king of my faction simply came crawling back. And yeah, And here's the thing, man, everybody knows that same person who left in 2K25, when 2K26 starts to go steal, that same person whose theme song says the king of my faction, he'll disappear again and go play Pokemon. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like, as you saw a post earlier on from somebody's YouTube channel, you literally saw that post, and that post said, that they were going to start playing other games on the channel. Yes, they are going to start playing other games, and oh my god, and yes, they are literally abandoning my faction community. Oh dear. So yeah, they're physically going to abandon their 2K community to go play other games like GTA 6 and Forza 6. So yeah, what does that mean for you guys out there who want to watch my faction community, who want to watch my faction content? Well, that means you guys get put on the back burner, because by November, by November, when GTA 6 comes out, the 2K community is going to pretty much dry up, and GTA 6 will probably be the better game. Oh yeah, everybody's going to be over there, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's going to be over playing GTA 6. Everybody's going to be watching it. And for any 2K fans out there, ladies and gentlemen, even though GTA 6 will be that popular game that's sought after, if it doesn't get delayed again, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the risk that people are willing to take. They say that they're going to play a game, ladies and gentlemen, but you have to calculate the risks that it will, that if it gets delayed or if it doesn't get delayed. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is currently rebuilding. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rockstar is currently rebuilding, because yes, one of their buildings got exploded. Yeah, one of their buildings got blew up, so they're pretty much rebuilding. Yeah, we just have to be we can never tell what, so yeah, we have to make sure that we can only hope that the game doesn't get delayed again, as we are we're literally months away at this point. Yeah, we'll be going into April on Wednesday. So yeah, we're pretty from there.
Sent into the corner.
Yeah, from there, we're pretty much we're 8 months away from April, we're 8 months away from GTA 6 from Wednesday. Officially 8 months away from GTA 6. But yeah, people watch my faction content because they want to see what's new. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment in time, there is nothing new in my faction. So that's one thing you guys need. That's one honesty. There is nothing new in my faction for you guys to enjoy. You're probably wondering, why? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the way 2K has done things this year, and this is giving you guys all the honest truth and the honest facts. 2K wants you guys to spend your money this year. Yes, they want you guys to buy VC. They removed the grind method. They put the cooldown back on the mode. And yeah, so That's the own, and here's the thing, man, and the whole Purple Ring of Doom as well. Like, that's also something that's annoying people as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the honest truth is 2K wants you to spend your money this year on the game. Yes, like a lot more money than necessary. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, this game is not going to change if people keep giving 2K their money. Like the fan base talks about boycotting 2K and like stop buying their game and like stop buying their product. But ladies and gentlemen, we know those people out there are just a bunch of liars. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we know those people out there, they're just lying hypocrites. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, like they're lying hypocrites. They sit and say that they hate a company. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, every year they will give 2K they'll give 2K their money because they say it's for the content. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing you need to know about YouTube is that it's not about the content, ladies and gentlemen, it's about the people, it's about their fan base. And here's the thing, you guys can come over to this channel anytime you want and watch other content that I'm streaming or making videos on. Like, you guys can go back and through my content, you guys can watch it and you guys can simply enjoy it. Yeah, I get that it's not edited and stuff, but here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, this channel is more real than any channel that edits their content. Ladies and gentlemen, the content creators who edit their content, those are the people that are ashamed of their flaws. Or here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not ashamed of my flaws. Like, I don't care if I make mistakes or fumble my words or have moments of silence. Those moments of silence, event, they're coming from trying to focus on the game. Yes, then those are moments where I'm just focusing on the game, and there's not really anything to say in that moment. But yes, event, there are people out there. They basically edit their videos to basically hide their flaws. I can tell by watching those content creators, ladies and gentlemen, that they're liars and they're hypocrites as well. But people will not, people won't believe it. So I guess a lot of people out there are deluded. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, people need to actually live in reality. People live on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Like, people are all constantly living on the internet. They live on TikTok, they live on Instagram, they live on, ladies and gentlemen, like, they don't live in the real world, and they believe everything they hear, and they believe everything that they see. And then it's like, oh, well, then it must be true. But then in reality, Benjamin, anything that person has said, Benjamin, it's not true.
Here are your winners. The team of
I guess the thing, Benjamin, there's a difference between my community, which for very little of what I have of one. Yeah, like 600, like 600. Yeah, like 691 subscribers, compared to people out there with with hundreds and thousands, ladies and gentlemen. Like, those people, yeah, like, those content creators, ladies and gentlemen, like, they're so egotistical. Excuse me. But yeah, those big content creators, ladies and gentlemen, like, they're all egotistical. They think they're big shots, ladies and gentlemen, because they've got all these subscribers. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, at some point, people need to learn to stay humble, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you don't just get big on a platform by yourself. People actually have to support your content and support your channel. But nope. Content creators rather sit and like brag about, just sit and brag about being something that they're not. It's so stupid, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's funny to me, but it's also a pathetic excuse as well. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the king of this mode, or I'm the face of this mode. But ladies and gentlemen, nobody's the face of anything, and nobody's the king of anything. There is one person in everything, even who was the king of football, and that person, ladies and gentlemen, was Pele. Pele was the king of football because he was the best player in the world, followed by Ronaldinho. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have what it takes, then yeah, you can obviously be the king of something. Call of Duty, you can be the king of the hill. Sure, you'll be the best fighter in Mortal Kombat. And yeah, you'll be the king of the hill if you're the best fighter in Mortal Kombat in that lobby. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot claim to be the king of a mode when you're pretty much just a casual player on that mode. Like, you jump in, you make your content, and bounce out. It makes you a casual player. Like, you cannot say, oh, well, I discovered this and I discovered that before anybody else. Anybody would have figured out a method, the grind method, like, way before anybody actually figured out what was the best map or the best match type. But yes, he meant that the garbage that comes out of those content creators' mouths, it's the biggest load of bullshit. And even their songs are bullshit as well. It's just like a fancy jingle. And then here's the thing, when the jingle that has the lyrics that they're the king or the face of the mode, even their kid fan base actually believes it and puts it in the comment section of stream. Here's the thing, when they didn't even do anything to help those kid fans. They just make the content to make the kid fans' day, to give them something to watch before they have to go to bed.
And that's a textbook win. A lot to be proud of there.
It's always great to visit the pay window, but a victory like this makes the winners all that much sweeter.
And I know there's a lot of people out there who agree with this stream and agree with how big content creators need to keep their egos in check. Like, they're not better than me, they're not better than you, they're not better than anybody. Like, they're not better than anybody because they're pretty much just human beings sitting behind a screen at the end of the day. But yes, man, like, they need to stay humble. Man, like Erling Haaland says in football, big content creators who brag about being a king or the face of a mode, like, they are not the king of a mode, and they're not the face of a mode. Like, it's, yeah, so, seriously, you big Goomba content creators, keep your egos in check, because, yeah, you're just human beings at the end of the day. You didn't put my faction on the you did not put my faction on the map. Because it didn't exist it literally didn't exist for a long time, and now it has finally decided to exist. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this my faction content, I greatly appreciate y'all if you do. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe if you want to. Hype up the content if you want to. There is going to be a new weekly tour. It's going to come out on, new weekly tour's out tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to watch that content, do hit that subscribe button, because weekly tours is coming around tomorrow. As we're going to swap out AJ Lee and go back to negative. Yes, we're going to swap out Carmen Petrovich and we get to double reward. So yeah, we're going to take the diamond. Yeah, we're going to take the diamond side plate. I'm actually going to use Carmen Petrovich, because why not? She's pretty much one of the best cards in the game at the moment. And I'm not just saying it, again, because I have her. Like, she literally is one of the best cards in the game. Like CM Punk. Stone Cold is a pretty good card to use as well. But yeah, like, and her moveset is pretty good as well. Like, her moveset is pretty good. Wow. Okay, so she was going to run. Yep, so she was going to run. And then she stopped. Makes a lot of sense. Whoa, in the corner right there. But yeah, hope you guys have had a good Sunday.
Smack in the corner with incredible velocity.
And he denies Carmen.
All them knife action man, like this is basically all it is, for anybody that's wondering if there's actually anything worth doing. Pretty much not. People sit and say that there is, but man, this is all there is to do. You log in, get your daily reward, log out, play live events if you can play those. What else can you do? Oh yeah, play weekly tour. If you want to play weekly tours as well.
When you're not concerned about the rules, you have to think your mind runs a little wild, Corey. When there are no rules,
but yeah, for anybody that says there's plenty of stuff to do on the mode, there isn't. People don't care about my faction, man. They haven't cared about it in 3 years. People have not cared about this mode in 3 years, maybe 4 years. The last time my faction was out, when my faction was introduced, it was in 2K22.
Here are your winners. The team of Carmen Petrovich, Tiffany Stratton.
Yes, man, my faction was introduced in 2K22, and for anybody who sits out there on their communities and says that my faction wasn't introduced until 2K23, they're lying to you guys. It was introduced in 2K22, so it went 2K22, 2K23, 24, 25, 26. So yeah, so it's pretty much been in the game for a long time. So yeah, as we unlock the stacked deck, which is pretty good. But yeah, I guess we've done a lot of runs there. So yeah, what exactly does the stack deck give us here? Ooh. Okay, so we get chance of a mod and step rewards appearing at reward nodes. Okay, so we did the 10. I guess we done the 5 faction. Okay, so we did the 5 faction wars runs. Then we got the. Okay, so in 5 more runs. Okay, yes, we got the stack deck for 5 runs, and another 5 runs. We get the ambulance, and then yeah. So we're pretty much working our way up. So yeah, so we're not. So to get the Fred deck. You have to win 3 stages, and you're not allowed to take limb damage. So yeah, so the more you play, the more you play the game, you aren't allowed to use certain classes. Yeah, so you aren't allowed to use certain classes. Ooh. Okay, so you have to. Yeah, so for the Queen's deck, you have to do 50 runs, but you have to win a Faction Wars run with a final lineup containing only girls. So you're only allowed only girls at the end of that. But yeah, anyway. We got D'Lo Bryan and we got El Ordinario. But yeah, I hope for anybody who's been watching this channel for a long time, I appreciate everybody who watches my videos and I enjoy the content. I greatly appreciate it. Like I 100% mean it. I'm not just saying, oh yeah, you guys are the best for the sake of it. Like you guys are truly like you guys are truly the reason why I make this content. And why I make content. Like you don't know a lot about my channel or about the outside IRL stuff. But you guys don't need to know the personal in and outs of my life or the YouTube life of a YouTuber's life either. So yeah. I don't hate anybody, ladies and gentlemen. I just expose them for being fakes. Yes, man. I just expose people, the egotistical YouTubers for being fake. Because for people who sit and say that they hate a company, ladies and gentlemen, they certainly do a lot of bootlicking of the company that they hate. And yeah, for people who sit and say they hate 2K. And then they go out and they make the excuse, and they use the excuse, but we bad for the content. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't bad for the content. They buy it because they don't want you guys to, they don't want their fan bases to leave or like lose interest in their channel. Because people probably subscribe for WWE content or whatever content that's popular at the time. But yeah, these hypocrites, even they sit and they fill you guys with the biggest load of bullshit that they can spew. You're probably wondering, well, you hate 2K as well? Ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing: I don't hate 2K. I don't hate 2K. Yeah. I dislike 2K's handling of the product, but do I say I'm going to buy the game? Yeah, I said I was going to buy the game, and I bought the game. But here's the thing, man, I don't sit and I don't sit for months, and I don't sit in Discord collabs and YouTube collab channels, and I don't sit amongst a room full of hypocrites, jobless bums, who pretty much bash the game, who pretty much bash the company that make the game, and then persist Yes, gentlemen, and then go out of my way, and then go out, despite the fact that they said that they hate the company, and these jobless bums, ladies and gentlemen, they go out and they buy the game anyway, instead of setting an example to their fan base and like actually, yeah, literally do something else. But no, they just rather sit and they just rather sit and lie to you guys. So that's all we got. That's all we got to say about that, Benjamin. Don't stop listening to the egotistical maniacs on YouTube. They aren't the face of the mode of a mode. They aren't, and they certainly aren't the king of a mode. But Benjamin, the My Faction community will be exposed soon enough, and you guys might not like it, or you guys might not like the video or the things that would be said in the video, and that's fine, Benjamin. Like, that is fine. Like, nobody, these two people in particular, did not put this mode on the map, so they didn't. They're not the founder of the mode. So yeah, anyway, Benjamin, two people will be exposed very, very soon. So yeah, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I've been Philly Gaming, and peace out.